Is cash really king in our market? Yes, cash is king, unfortunately. Us in the loan world, in loan land, we are not thrilled about cash offers. If everybody had a cash offer, I don't know if we'd have a career, if we could make a living. However, here's what we're seeing. If you are looking to accept an offer, if you're the listing agent or you're the seller, and you think just because you got a cash offer, it's a done deal, think again. Here's what we've seen. Lots of agents, and I know this is hard to believe, are not always on the up and up. And what a lot of people were doing for a while there is calling it cash and going, don't worry, we're still going to get a loan. But yet they were writing the offer like it was cash. So the first thing that a lot of the listing agents are asking for, and you should be prepared to offer up, is proof of funds. So if you're the listing agent, if you're the seller, I would absolutely ask for proof of funds to verify that the buyers really have this cash to enable them to purchase this home cash. And make sure that those funds are legitimate in terms of like they're able to withdraw them. So if it's retirement, do they really have access to those funds to withdraw if they're not of retirement age? They may or they may not, depending on the type of fund. Do they still work at the company that the money that they invested their retirement with, etc. So that's one thing to be aware of. The other thing is sometimes these cash offers seem great because you think, oh, it's cash. We won't have a loan problem or a loan contingency. However, they still are putting in sometimes inspections and things like that. So, if you're going to accept a cash offer, I would just be very clear in that acceptance on what you are willing to tolerate as far as the inspection items. And if they're going to ask for an inspection, resolution and objection, or an objection and resolution and all of that, or are they going to move forward without an inspection? What is that going to look like? Because just because it's cash doesn't mean they're going to perform. Secondly, how much earnest money are they giving you? I would really look for a large earnest money so that if they did want to bail on that contract, they have a lot to lose and you have more to gain as a seller. Because if you're passing up lenders and loans just for a cash offer, make sure it's truly cash and it's going to close quickly and close without a hitch. Because a loan that's fully approved and through underwriting, which is what we're doing for our buyers right now, is just as strong as a cash offer. Really, I mean, the only difference is maybe it can't close as quick sometimes, but we're still closing in 3 weeks. We're closing very quickly. So I don't know. I think, yes, cash is king in a way, but you have to be very careful as a seller and as a listing agent when you're accepting these cash offers. And lastly, we're seeing a lot of companies like, and you've probably heard the names, one example, and I just was talking about it yesterday with one of my agents, is Accept. So Accept is a local company here in the Denver metro, and what they do is they go in and they help the buyer be a cash buyer. So they go and they look at the home, they give the home a value online, and if they allow them to offer up to the price they want to offer, they'll go ahead and buy that home cash for the buyer, but in their name, in the name of Accept. And then the buyer turns around and buys it from Accept. So they immediately start the loan process as soon as Accept closes on the home. So is that a good idea? I mean, if I was a buyer and I wanted to be cash and I had no other option, I don't know that it's a bad idea, but not everybody needs to do that. Again, these fully pre-approved loans are getting looked at almost as good as cash, and without having to give up other things like having to go through their lender. They're taking a long time is what I'm hearing. The timelines are long. Also, you really don't have any options. You kind of have to close with their lender, whether you like it or not. From an agent's perspective, if I was a buyer's agent, I really want my clients to be my clients. I don't want to start giving up my data to other companies like Accept and all the HomeLight. There's lots of them out there. It's the future Zillow. They just want the data. They want your client. They want your database. So I would be very protective and careful of that. I'm not saying it's a bad idea. There are times you may need to do it, but be protective and see if maybe that borrower can go cash another way, 401k. Maybe we can do a bridge loan or a HELOC on their current home. If they qualify with both homes, we can make them non-contingent. We can get them fully through underwriting and all the other things to make them super strong. So give us a call here at the Oddo Group, Michelle Oddo, Illuminate Home Loans. We have options. We have lots of options, and we'd love to help you get your buyers into a home sooner than later and avoid that buyer fatigue. Give us a call. Thanks.